Hello everyone, today a bit in a different setup from nature. And today I'm going to talk about a meeting I had last October with one of my now mentors, which I can sometimes ask some things on WhatsApp, and he's really helpful. And he's really helpful because he built an empire in the same niche we are trying to build it in. He had a aesthetic center chain of more than 120 centers in Spain and some in Italy. These are my 5 takeaways from the meeting with him. The first one is niching down your product, being specialized in one service only. He specialized his centers in one thing. He only did laser. And that's what made him the best at what he was doing. His philosophy was be the best at one thing, have a really good treatment of the client, have a really good, nice experience from the client when they come to your business, offer a nice competitive price, and then that client will come back. He didn't offer any packs or 10 session retainers. No, he offered single session slots. And because of the work he did and the quality of his service and the price, the client kept on coming without the need of a pack. And he said that was the best model he had tried. The second takeaway is that the first session is not to make money. He offered the first session free. Lose money? No, pay to lose money. You're paying for the advertisements to offer a free session to then make more money. It's risky, but only few takes those risks. That's why there are not many like him. The third point is the treatment of the client. He always used to say that you have to treat the client as if he's always right. Even though he's not right, he always has to be right. The treatment to the client, from when he comes into the center, when he comes into your business, do you know his name? How do you treat him? What do you offer him? Is it cozy in your center? Are all your staff nice? That's what makes your service valuable, and that's what is going to make that client come to your center and not to the competition. It's the treatment he gets inside. It's the treatment he's finding when he goes to your business. Specialize in that, he said. He said you have to treat your client as if he was and is always right, and you're always in the wrong. Oh, I'm very sorry. Oh, you're totally right. Let me take care of that, right? That type of thing of being actually a servant towards the client. Put your ego aside. Sometimes you want to say, hey, shut up because I know more than you do. No, put your ego aside here, and that's what's going to make you grow your business. The fourth point is finding a team. In order to scale to these magnitudes, talent acquisition is the most important thing. And he said that was actually what made him get to that position. His ability to find talent and to retain talent. And I asked him, how do you find talent? How do you know if someone is going to fit into that position and if his vision is big enough for your business? And he said, it's something that's inside you or it's not inside you. You can see it. And then he gave the example. For marketing, he was talking to me. If you were the candidate for a marketing position, I would give you a shot. Why not? You're clean shaven, you speak well, you don't stumble, you have clear ideas, you have a drive, right? So it's a bit that gut feeling that you have that is going to make you say, this is the one, or no, there's something about this guy that doesn't seem well, right? So you have to follow that gut decision. And then he said, yes, you will get people on board and you will make a mistake. So you have to put your ego aside, and if you made a mistake, acknowledge it quickly, right? Because it's counterintuitive to do that, because some people want to say, but let's give him some time. So like this, I can say that I made a really good signing. I employed a really good person for the job. No, you have to put your ego aside. And if in the first week, in the first days, even if it's not working, out. That's what's going to make you grow. Fifth and last point is forming that new team. How are you going to train that team? And what he said is, first, find a few people to do what you're doing. Supervise that they're doing it in the same way. Control them so they do it following your systems. And eventually you have to teach one of the people in your team to find a new team and to be able to supervise and train that team. And like this successively until you reach the moon. That's exactly what he said. Something that I really want to point out is the sheer volume, the comparison of sheer volume that he's doing. We thought we were doing a lot by calling 7, 8 times a day, by being available 12 hours. And then he told us, this is nothing. We're available 24 hours. We always have someone on the phone. We always have someone answering to the WhatsApps. We're booking appointments while you're sleeping at 3 a.m. That's what he told me. It really opened my mind to how these big people, how these sharks think in terms of volume. And that when you think you're doing enough, someone else is doing 10 times what you're doing, and he thinks it's not enough, right? So it's actually never enough. You can always be better. And that's the main takeaway. And then on the most personal side, he said to me, I remember this quote, he said it 5 times at least. He said, Danny, you're going to make it. Don't stop, but don't punish yourself. You're going to make it. And that's something that I think is really important in entrepreneurship, of perseverance, of not stopping, but not punishing yourself, right? And I think that's what's going to keep me in the game for the long term. The main takeaway is that to build this empire, you don't have to be a genius. It's just doing the ordinary things in an extraordinary way. And it's the simple details that add up to get him to the place that he's been and to sell a multi-million-dollar company like he's done. So I think that's what I'm going to close with, which is the takeaway that I took, that it's nothing crazy. It's consistency, being extraordinary, paying attention to the small details, and then over a large period of time, that compounds into creating an empire and the business that I want. See you in the next one.